My name is Courtney Fohrman, and I've been a designer for 8 years, and I've had my own business for 6. I just love design. I like to use different textures and different materials and layer things, very inspired by nature. Loft spaces in Chicago are very common. You know, with the high ceilings, exposed brick, it can be very cold, but there are many ways to make it inviting and cozy and warm.
Today's inspiration is an eclectic West Loop loft with a very wild side.
Oh my God.
Hi. Is this an animal?
It is, and I didn't kill it. It was actually my mom's fur coat, so.
So your mom killed it?
Yes.
Blame mom. That's what I always do. This space actually has a lot of wild things going on. There's also some glam, there's also some like more modern. Is this what we call eclectic?
Definitely eclectic, but a bit edgy. Well, it has touches of femininity.
Okay, there is a lot going on here, and I obviously need some advice from you because, as you know, I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna go shopping to try and find similar items that create your designer look for less. Where do I start in this room?
We can start on the couch.
Is there room to sit on this couch? I'll sit on the edge. I don't want to disturb the pillows.
There is a lot of pillows. The space started out with just one seating area, and my client wanted more room for entertaining, so we got a larger couch and then another seating area by the fireplace. This actually opens up the space and makes it look a little bit bigger than it is by having 2 seating areas.
It looks very glam with all the, like, I think it's the studding.
Nail heads.
Nail heads. Sorry, that's why she's the professional and I'm not.
Proper designer term. And it's actually called a sofa. I called it a couch.
What's the difference between a sofa and a couch?
There's not really a difference, but as a designer, we're supposed to call them a sofa.
Is there a rule book? Is that in the designer rule book?
That's the first thing we learned at design school.
I need to get my hand on that rule book. This other seating area that you have, where my furry friends are sitting.
This adds the feminine flair to the space.
This is the feminine seating area.
With the crystal antique chandelier above. That's just the nature of this space, is, you know, the juxtaposition of all the different elements.
Juxtaposition, good word.
Yeah.
Is that in the designer handbook too?
Probably, yes.
Oh, I gotta get that handbook.
Yes.
So we've got the seating under control, and there's a lot of it. What else do I need to think about?
Storage. I wanted to have one piece that was open so she could display accessories and some of her books. And then this piece is a closed piece so she can put, you know, blankets.
You've got Asia, you've got Texas, you've got Persia. There's like a lot of different countries happening in this room, all at the same time.
They all have the same, like, rustic, like this is really rustic to me, like the crackled paint. These 2 pieces above them are gourds from Africa, so it's another region as well.
Do you do extensive traveling, or are we sourcing these from like websites?
They're from flea markets. So the third thing that was important to bring into this space is the natural element. Who could forget the cowhide?
And a branded one at that.
We put it over a sisal rug to, you know, add another layer of texture. We have the Georgia O'Keeffe-like antler head.
You actually have antlers in more than one place. They're on the wall, they're down here, they're on the shelves.
An elephant tusk over there.
Wow. Okay, for the animal rights activists that are watching, we can do all this stuff in faux and it's still okay, right?
It is okay, but to my defense, I'm very into animals, but this was an old person.
I can tell. All right, so is there anything else I need to think about before I head out? I think we talked about just about everything in here.
Well, actually, there's one more thing. We added an oversized mirror to this space because mirrors tend to make smaller spaces look more expansive.
How heavy is this?
Extremely heavy. We had to have special people hang it.
Really? Yeah. Special people like you? I bet you could lift it. You look pretty buff. Get the modern stuff, get the traditional stuff, get the glam stuff, get the rustic stuff, get the Asian, the Persian, the African, the Texas.
But you have to also make it look cohesive as well.
Oh, right, just that little thing too. Okay, all right, well, I'm gonna try and get all of it and make it look cohesive and do it for less money, hopefully, than was spent in this room. And in a few days, I'll come back and I'll show you everything I found and you can tell me whether I successfully did that.
Good luck.
Okay, thank you. Maybe I'll go find a fur coat I can make into a pillow.